welcome to the stream. You know what? I am annoyed today. I went to go um I went to go, you know, upload my VODs to YouTube as I do. And I see that a lot of my VODs have been muted. And it's so annoying. I thought I was using no copyright music. See, this is the thing that I'm so mad at. I told you guys I wanted to make my own music because whenever I use no copyright music, then I see, um, I get these kinds of things. And it's so annoying. For one, these songs that I've been using are from Movavi, movie editor, and they are actually just free stock songs that are supposed to be no copyright, but for some reason they linked them to like YouTube videos. And I'm so annoyed because whoever is making these and putting them on YouTube, they're naming them weird stuff as well. I feel like I should appeal saying that my video does not contain the audio identified because the audio identified is not called those things that they're saying it is. I can't even find the song that they're talking about in this one. This is just so annoying. These are the reasons why I okay. Just so annoying. See, this is why I just decide sometimes to just not play music or to only play music that I made, because when this happens, I just get so annoyed. So annoyed. And I don't even know if these appeals are going to be successful because they might still get mad at me and say that I don't have permission to appeal. I should have quickly gone ahead and downloaded them and uploaded them to YouTube, but I didn't. I've been so busy. And okay, I see Evil Inkpin is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was just talking about it's very annoying because I've gotten these muted audios on my streams. So I'm not playing any music today because I'm just so annoyed by this. This is why I wanted to play my own music only and not play any other music, because even when it says copyright free, you won't get striked, then it can strike you anyway. And then it's just so annoying because once that happens, I can't get it back. I can't get the audio back. And the thing about it is, when I'm broadcasting, I'm not recording while I'm broadcasting. I rely on the VODs after I'm done just to download them. And then when I download them, I can do whatever I want with them. But I do not like record while I'm streaming. So that's why it's just so annoying, because if I was recording while I was streaming, my streams would be even more laggy, and that wouldn't make sense. So what I'm doing is I just go live, I stream, and then once I'm done streaming, I go and take the video that was created and I download it. Then I upload that to YouTube. The problem here is when Twitch filters it, they say, oh, she's playing copyright music. And then they basically mute my whole stream. So because what I'm doing is playing a song that I don't have permission to distribute on Twitch. So even if it's supposedly a copyright free music, which is all the music I use is trying to be copyright free, they still somehow found a song that it was that I don't have permission to um, use. And I'm just like, that is just so weird. But that's why I really want to use my own music so that they cannot say that, because I want to make sure I'm using the music that I made and nobody can say that nobody else made it because I made it. Um, but I know you guys get annoyed and bored of hearing my same music all the time. And I need to make more music. So it's just annoying. But that's how it is. Hopefully I can appeal these. If I can't, it's just so annoying. Um, but yeah, I'm not playing music today. Not playing music today. I am about to go to work soon. I was going to do some art, but now I just got thrown off because I saw that all my streams were muted. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm going to just go through these notifications and then I will probably do some. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm not. My mouse is acting like it's not working. So annoying. There we go. I don't know why my mouse is acting like it's not working. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I thought I just got a new mouse because my old mouse was not working, so I decided to get a new mouse, and now my new mouse is acting like it's not working. Okay, well, let's see. Catch up on the chat. Rip audio. It's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that you think my music is good. You do have to go to work as well? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know you want to make someone laugh. Thankfully, someone should not be copyrighted. If they strike me for playing someone laughing, I will get them. And another. Alright. Thank you so much for redeeming Make Someone Laugh. So we can laugh a little bit. Evil Laugh, my cup of tea, says Evil Inkpen. Yeah, work life can be so draining. It can. And I just try to keep going. I try to do my work and then I try to also do leisure stuff, but I don't really have much time to do leisure stuff. And then I try to help other people. And it's a lot, but I try. I don't know. What else can I even do? Because I'm just annoyed because I see that my audios have been muted. Please remove those. They don't have permission to keep saying this. I really am so annoyed by it. Let's just download the ones that I can download before they find something in them. While I'm doing that, what can I do? I was trying to get my stream together so that I can actually have a better setup and everything when real summer camp comes, and that's just one of the things that is making me want to have my own music so that when summer camp comes, I can actually be confident that my streams will not get muted. So yeah, hopefully I can do that. I don't know. And one of these streams that a lot of people joined, I think it was like my second time streaming for a while, and a lot of people rated me and stuff. I see that it has been muted also, which is so annoying. And I don't like that. Okay, here's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and download that right now before something happens. Hopefully, what is wrong with my mouse? All right. Alright, so this is the first summer camp prep one. And I'm going to... Oh, Vismasti is here, and I do not think that I'm pronouncing it right, because I know that you said that I wasn't the last time. But thank you so much for joining. I see you're saying probably because I said also when I announced this. That's part of the reason why I said is because I'm very annoyed because I just figured out that they muted some of my streams because I'm playing music that is supposedly not allowed to be played, even though it's copyright free. So that's the reason why I personally like to play my own music, because even when they claim that it's royalty free, copyright free music, sometimes they still mute me, which is so annoying. And I don't like that. But I'm trying to appeal. If it doesn't work, well. I have muted my desktop audio for you guys so that I can see if I can play. Oh, wow. A streamer who gets regularly muted for playing Mozart on his own piano? Now that's annoying. Like, seriously? Why would... that's... Okay, I am... Oh, no wonder this one did not get muted. I don't think it's playing music. Okay, well, I downloaded that one successfully. I'm going to download this one successfully as well, and I hope that it's not muted. But I do... Oh, I named that second, but actually it should be third, because the second is muted, so I didn't download it. Hi. That's so annoying. I don't like that. Being muted because you're playing Mozart on your own piano. Hopefully he can dispute those, because there is a dispute that says um, I'm playing my own music, or I'm playing this myself. And anyway, like Evil Inkpin says, Mozart music is free music. It should be, because for one, Mozart music is so old that obviously it's copyright free. Vasemasti says, because it's an automated system and some specific performances are copyrighted, the system seems outdated, says Evil Inkpen. Yes, also, what they will do is they will find a YouTube video that has the music that you used, and then they will say, this is why you can't use it. It's like, did that person have permission to use it? Because I was using music from like a Movavi Movie Maker, which is supposed to be copyright free music. You're supposed to be able to use it wherever. You're supposed to be able to upload it to YouTube. You hear these songs all the time on stuff because people use them for memes, because it's actually in the Movie Maker. And somebody else just used the same Movavi Movie Maker music and uploaded it to YouTube. And then they found that video since it matched the song, and they said, I can't play it because this person already has it. And I'm like, who is that person? That's not the creator of the song. And they've even named it something strange that is not what it's called. And they're saying that I don't have permission to use it, which is not true. So that's why I'm just annoyed at this right now, but we'll see. Evil Inkpin says Mozart ain't going to sue. Yes, he's not. Shouldn't. Alright, this one's playing music, but it's not muting me, thankfully. Okay. That one's okay. The problem is it's legally much safer for Twitch or YouTube to just mute willy-nilly rather than risk getting sued or something, and they don't have the manpower to actually do this by hand. The key point is that you won't sue either. Exactly. That's true. So that's just the annoying thing, and I do know that what they do is they have bots. They basically just have bots. That's great for similarities. So if the similarities are there, they're going to say, okay, that is it. And then they're going to just ban you instantly because they matched. It matched. It's just like the thing when you're on your phone and you are like, a song plays and you're like, what song is this? And then Google can find it, or Spotify, or Shazam, or whatever can find what song it is. It's because they're listening for similarities. And when they like find a YouTube, one time I did that and it brought up a YouTube video that wasn't even an official, song from like an official artist, but it was just a video that had the audio, and it was like people talking and stuff. And it's like, how did they find that? It's because they found the pattern was the same in the YouTube video. So it brought up a YouTube video when I said, what song is this? Which is so funny. Yeah, they don't want music at all, says Evil Inkpin. They says they would rather heavily err on the side of muting anything anyone has posted to the copyright database. Yes. Music uses the same notes from each other. Yes, that is so true, Evil Inkpin. It is. If they don't, they'll probably miss a copyright strike by a major company who will sue them. That is correct. I totally understand that as well. I'm just frustrated personally, but I do know where they're coming from. And like Vasemasti is saying, which I'm probably saying is so wrong, but you said that I can't pronounce it probably. I can't pronounce it right the way it's supposed to be pronounced. But basically, you're right. I know they just don't want to. Next thing you know, like something like Taylor Swift, who she's known to sue a lot. And when you just pronounce Finnish the way you spell it. Yes. So yeah, so like Taylor Swift, she's known to sue a lot. So if somebody was playing Taylor Swift on their stream and Twitch did not find it and detect it and mute it, then if Taylor Swift's people find it, detect it, and realize, then they can easily sue Twitch for allowing us to stream with her song playing. And Twitch does not want to risk that, so they want to just mute anything that is remotely anything, which is annoying, but I get it. They're just trying to cover their own butts, as they say. They're trying to make sure that they are not the ones caught and in violation. So, consequently, artists and streamers go through a lot, but they think that if you appeal, they're probably not looking at anything, but then if you appeal, they look at it and say, yeah, you're right, and then they lift it. They'd rather wait for you to appeal and lift it than to just let it go unseen and then a company appeals. That makes sense. Yeah, so Evil Inkspin does say, what about hitting pans together? Would they mute that too? But Basemasi says, probably not. It's unlikely to be in the content matching database. But I will tell you, there was like a drum beat that I did one time, part of my own song. And it wasn't Twitch, but it was, I think, SoundCloud. They matched it to another drum beat, and it was just the most simple. And they matched it to a drum beat in another person's song and said that my song contained copyrighted material. And I said, that is the most generic drum beat in the world. Why are you saying this? And when I appealed, then they took it off. But at first they had blocked it, which is annoying. But like I said, I know you're right. But the thing is, if I would think, Evil Inkpin, if you are clapping your hands or if you are using drums or pots and pans, you have to be very talented and have impeccable timing. If you are doing it, like, I know there sometimes if you try to make it sound like a song so that you can see if they can think it's really it. Like, if you're that talented and you're able to bang on pots and pans and somehow make it sound like the exact like beat that the algorithms are looking for, you might just get copyright. But the chances of that is less likely than likely. Sound terrible on purpose. Well, I guess you could put it like that. But of course, you don't have to sound terrible, but it just can't sound exactly like what they're actually looking for. So it's like something that the human ear probably is not going to actually fully hear. Like, if you pay attention, AI and stuff like that is not really listening to what we hear. It's not really seeing what we see either. But if it plays a song, there's something in that song that identifies as that song. So even if you replicate it on the drums, it might not have that thing that the AI hears in the real song, if that makes sense. Kind of like when you are looking at like AI generating pictures, and then if they see me, right, you would think, okay, they see how I look. But then if they try to replicate me, they might make my face weird. They might make this a face. And then it's like, what did AI see? Like, AI didn't see how we humans see. AI noticed, like, this might be an eye, this might be an eye, because in similar pictures, we see this shape is here. Like, and then when we see it, it looks horrible and scary. But AI thought it saw that because AI isn't actually looking for what we are looking at. AI is just seeing patterns and matching it. That's why a lot of times AI hands look horrible, because they see our hands, but they don't understand that they're supposed to be 5 fingers. So it just looks kind of weird when they try to duplicate stuff. So that's the thing about machine learning. With the songs and with the visuals, you would think they're listening. Like, the AI is not like jamming, like nodding its head, jamming to the music. It's just listening to a certain thing in the song that we might not even like pay attention to. It just hears a certain pattern, and then instantly it will pull up the song. uh Evil Inkpin says it might be jamming to the song. It might, but 9 times out of 10 it just hears a pattern, just kind of like how it sees a pattern in the picture, and then when it does something, it doesn't like quite look right because it really didn't see what we saw. It just saw patterns. Basemasti says it reminds me of the wolf dog classifier, where the classifier learned to see if there was snow in the background. Wow. Because of all the wolf pictures always had snow in the background and the dog pictures didn't. Yeah, see, that's interesting. So then if they see a dog picture with snow in the background, then they might think it's a wolf because they know that the pictures they learned were wolves always had snow in the background. And also, they might see like white sand or something and think that it's snow. Or they just might make something white back there and you're like, what is that? And they just saw a thing. uh, yeah, it's so funny. It's kind of misleading to imagine AI is listening for anything or anthropomorphize them to that degree. AI doesn't understand anything about anything. Exactly. But it is funny to think that the AI is jamming to the music and acting like it's like a bot nodding its head. But yeah, actually, in seriousness, currently AI is not really a like a thing that's actually looking with eyes and listening with ears. It's just a computer that is registering patterns that are audible to us and visual to us, but technically it's not seeing and it's not hearing either. It just recognizes the patterns and attempts to duplicate the patterns, and it learns patterns. But even when it learns patterns, it's not really learning like us. It's just if you show it a picture of like a dog and then say, this is a dog, and then show it a picture of another dog and say, this is a dog. Then you show it a picture of a cat and say, this is not a dog. Then it will try to find the things in the cat picture that are not in the dog picture so that they can help to tell the difference between a cat and a dog. But then if you tell it to generate a dog, it might still have something like cat ears or something because it didn't quite see what was different about the cat. Don't brains do the same thing? Similar, a little bit. Vezemasti says it's very debatable. For one, we don't actually understand our own brains as well. Yeah, so, yes, Evil Friend, the brain can't see but notices patterns. Similar, but the thing is, it's like this. Our brains have windows to the outside world. Most of us can see with our eyes, or hear with our ears, or feel with our body, or smell with our nose, or taste with our mouth. So those are windows to the outside world. AI kind of doesn't have the window. It would just be like a brain on its own, just getting fed information and not actually able to experience it, if that makes sense. So that's my best way of describing it to you, to let you know the difference between a human brain and an AI brain. Kind of like if you were always in a white room and you weren't able to taste, hear, smell, see, or feel anything, and somebody just told you the color blue, and you never saw it for yourself, you really won't know what the color blue is because you've always been in a white room and you don't know what the color blue looks like. But it's just feeding you the information that this is the color blue, and you have nothing to actually determine or not, if that makes sense. Fasemasti says, for context, I actually work with AI today, day to day, though I'm not actually an AI researcher. Interesting. Though machine learning is actually a more accurate term, correct. The key insight of modern machine learning is that almost any data can be reduced to statistics. Yes, I do work with machine learning as well. Evil Inkpin says, could AI be a beginning step to becoming more like a human brain? Vesemasi says, not really with the current method. And like I was telling you, like it's like we are experiencing, the AI is not experiencing. Evil Linkpin says, brain advances, so why not AI who can adjust and evolve? Face Masti says, this is partially conjecture on my part, but current large language models are probably hitting a wall. Well, yeah, so I know what you're saying, Evelyn Finn. Yeah, the potential is probably there, especially with sci-fi and fiction and stuff like that. We do see stuff like that happening, where the AI is actually alive and experiencing and stuff like that. But and I do know you have a story about that as well. So it's perfectly fine to make a story about that, and it's perfectly fine to think that that might be able to happen in the future. But with the current state of AI, I feel like it is not exactly advanced enough. Like, if you've seen AI videos, and they're really scary because um, it's scary enough to think like they made a video of like a person talking, and then you think, oh, that's Obama talking, and it's really not him. Like, that's bad enough. But at least that was a little realistic, even though it was kind of scary because he looked a little weird. But when you see those weird commercials, like there was Will Smith eating spaghetti, ugh, if you've seen that, that is horrible. There is a beer commercial where everything was getting caught on fire, and they were trying to make people drink out of the beer cans, but they were more like singing into beer bottles, and then they were doing weird stuff. And then there's also a pizza commercial they made where the pizza just looked horrible. I would not want to go to that place. But the thing is, when you look at these, you kind of can realize the AI is seeing that people are eating like this because they see that they put their hand up to their mouth, they see they move their mouth, and they see that the food disappears. But when they try to make Will Smith eat spaghetti, his mouth is just moving horribly. The spaghetti is kind of not even going in his mouth. It's just scrunching and like disappearing. And it just doesn't look right because the AI thought it saw that happening, but it didn't really see what was really happening. It just saw the pattern of people eating means they put something up to their mouth and disappears. So when AI tries to make, okay, their mouth moves, and then they try to make their mouth move, and it doesn't really look like a real mouth moving, and it doesn't really look like they're eating. And then they were trying to drink. They were drinking, and instead they were like chewing on it, but then it was kind of going into the side of their face, and then they were like singing into a bottle, and there was a flowing bottle, and two guys were drinking out of the same bottle. It was like very weird, and the AI saw that because you feed the AI commercials where people are drinking, and that's what the AI thought it saw, even though it was not quite like that. Base Masti does say GPT-4 is better than GPT-3, but the advance was achieved with an absolutely insane amount of parameters and training data, and there's only so much you can get from just throwing more data and processing power at the problem. Yeah, Evil Linkpin, you're right. Some brains don't necessarily work that well, and some brains are underdeveloped, and some people just maybe not have, the knowledge. So not all brains are going to be the same. But the human brain just has a little bit more capabilities than the AI at this point. Evil Linkpin does say if AI becomes sentient, but how will it react to them? Would AI have rights? That's a debate that people think about a lot. Yes, GPT-4 is also overhyped, says Vasemasti. It's actually not that good. In many real world applications, it's an interesting generator in many aspects, but people think it's something that it isn't. And most things you rather use a more focused model, something I've literally ran into at work. Yeah, I know that Evil Linkpin, you're saying, is it moral to enslave a sentient AI? And the AI at the moment seems like an infant at the stage it's at. Yeah, that's more of a thing to think about, how it's kind of like a baby, as in it doesn't really understand half the stuff. Vasemasi, though, says this is probably a hot take, but in my opinion, if we create an AI that we would want to give rights to, oh, Yes, I believe that you would that would be quite jacked up if we did that. But yeah, understandable. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Evil Pin. So if we are we going into the fiction world, or are we trying to think about what might happen in in our current world? Because yes, I do know that you are writing a story currently about an AI that is a sentient AI, and yeah. So you're saying what might happen in the real world? Yeah. So look, it's great to write a story about the sentient AI. People have been doing that for years. That's okay. Now, in the real world, personally, I just don't think that the AI can become sentient. Even if um, the AI supposedly starts to be so advanced, almost like a human, I don't think it would be technically sentient because it isn't actually alive. It's not an animal and it's not a human. It's a computer. So personally, that's just my opinion. That even it's just like if we made an android person who's able to walk around and talk, like it's still not actually sentient. It's a computer, and it might be programmed to do random stuff and act like a random human, but I just personally wouldn't think that it is sentient. So, uh, Bard with many names is here. Hello. Thank you so much for joining, first time chatter. Bard with many names. I appreciate it. We're just kind of chatting. I don't know why I'm putting under writing because I did not write it at all. We're just chatting because I got annoyed because my copyright strikes on my channel, and then that got us talking about AI because the algorithm heard supposedly copyrighted songs even though I was using copyright free songs. So, anyways, I do understand what you're saying. This does become a philosophical discussion. It does. About the nature of consciousness. I know, yeah. Um, yeah. So, yeah. So, this would be a thing where I do know that a lot of people might not agree. Um, but personally, that's just my opinion. I know that everybody else can have different opinions. They can. And AI itself is a very controversial subject. Um, yes, AI itself is very controversial to talk about. Oh no, ad break. Let me know when you're back. Um, oh, it's back already. Okay. Yeah, so are you also in an ad break now, Evelyn Finn? Hopefully not. So yes. Um, what I'm going to say is, oh, you have to go to work? Yes. All right. See you later. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I'm going to have to leave soon as well. This was a very interesting discussion. It was. And yeah, so I do know a lot of people have different views on it. I just have a personal view on it. But yes, as Vezemasti said, it is becoming more philosophical than scientific. But thank you so much for joining, Evilink Pin. I appreciate you. Much love, and God bless. Much success at work. And yes, I know it can be tiring, so do take care of yourself. Eat food, drink water, and take a rest when you need to. Okay. So we can try to do a little bit of writing before I leave because I do have to leave very soon as well. What am I doing? Okay, so I think all right, let's reload Twitch and see if they have cleared some of my strikes. Yes, they have taken it off of everything except for one, and I think that maybe I did not actually dispute that one because I thought that I did, but probably not. I think that I did, but so we can just wait a second for that to load. But I'm so glad that they have accepted my appeals because that was annoying and I do not like when they mute my audio. Yeah, so for those of you just joining, what happened is, you know, when I stream on Twitch, I like to upload them to YouTube so that people can watch them if they want to, um, after they air live. Um, Wait, that's weird. Why did it do that? It just it it loaded so quickly. I feel like that's not it. But okay. Hopefully this is it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 is still muted. 5, I downloaded. 6. Let's download 6. All right. Yes, so Vasemasti says if you believe in a soul, it is probably difficult to have a logically consistent argument in favor of AI personhood. Exactly, yeah. Like you said, it became philosophical. So, understandable. And different people have different views on things. So, yeah, not going to necessarily agree. But, um, yeah. It will also, like, say, what is the. Like, if you create, like, a robot toy, you might say, okay, well, AI is different because AI can decide, but the robot toy has to do what you're programming it to. But it's like, well, then is that not a slave? So that's a little different. And then also, we would think AI is not actually deciding anything, it's just choosing from variables based on patterns. But yeah, that's a deep conversation. And I'm about to have to go to work, so I think that I'm going to try to do some summer camp prep. I got so distracted because I was so annoyed by my copyright strikes on my channel. Thankfully, they look like they have almost all been cleared. Ah! Thank you so much for following. Is it Tez91X? Tez91X, I think. That's how you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. And yeah, I actually am close. I think that if that has not updated, maybe that is not updated, or if it's updated, I am 21 away from reaching my 300 follower goal. So every single follow is appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you to those who are already following, because I do appreciate you guys as well. If it wasn't for you, 279 beautiful beings, I would not already be as far as I am. Yeah. So, I actually got started around last year this time for summer camp, my World Anvil summer camp in 2022. And the real time I first started streaming on Twitch was in 2021 for a World Anvil Summer Camp. I think I streamed one time, and a handsome co-host was so mean that he stopped anybody from posting until they were watching for at least 15 minutes or something, but I only streamed for 30 minutes, and a lot of people did not get there when I first started. So therefore, nobody could talk. Also, I just did not know what the heck I was doing, and I was just, I don't know. It was just so annoying and weird and boring, and I was just so confused. And then people talked to me after and said, well, I was looking at your stream, but I tried to talk, but I couldn't. And it was because Handsome Co-host was putting people in timeout and stuff. So I said, you know what? I need to reprogram you. So, yeah. Thankfully, I'm not like that anymore quite. Then the next year for World Anvil Summer Camp, I actually started streaming a lot. And I streamed people's articles, and a lot of people followed me, and a lot of people watched my channel, and that's when I really started to blow up, as they say, even though I'm not really as big as most Twitch streamers. But it's all thanks to the community, and I do appreciate you guys. I say this to say that summer camp is back. It's coming back around. So next month is actually summer camp, and if you are part of World Anvil's community or NaNoWriMo's community, or you just want to have fun in the summer, feel free to stick around and join my streams. I'm going to try to post another schedule. Hopefully it can be more accommodating to a lot of people. And I'm going to be reading articles on the stream and stuff like that. I did sign up again to be a community sponsor. I do not know if I will get accepted or not. But if I am going to get accepted, I am going to try not to burn myself out, because last year I was in a slightly different situation and I was able to stream like a 7-hour long stream reading so many articles at the end of summer camp, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this time. So I'm coming up with a little thing where you can fill out a form and you can choose a time that you want me to stream it, and if you can't make it, I will still probably stream your article then. That's the problem, was a lot of times I was waiting for the person to be able to be in the stream, and then at the end a lot of people said, oh no, we can't make it, sorry, and then I had to stream all of them like on the final day for 7 hours, going into like 3 a.m. So I don't think I want to do that again, because that's not good. I need to take better care of my own self. Mistakes were made, correct. So I want to like do it better for myself this time as well, and try to make it a little bit more convenient for others as well, but not so convenient for them to the point where they like so convenient for them and not at all convenient for me. Like, I am the kind of person who I really want to help other people, and sometimes I neglect myself. So I'm like, I want you guys to be able to make it to the stream. I want, everybody to be able to be conveniently at their time zone. But sometimes you just can't do that. It's not realistic. So I have another plan in place. I believe that I'm going to roll out it's going to be a form. And the form will have the spot for you to put the article URL for your article, the suggested time that you want me to stream it, but I'm not going to be obligated to do that at that time. And then those people who do not sign up, I won't have to necessarily reach out to them and ask, because I was literally commenting on every single person's page on World Anvil who entered the contest, and I was saying, I'm streaming for a leader of our people. Would you like me to stream it on stream? So and so and so and so. And a lot of people, even after the fact, like months after the fact, were like, oh no, are you still doing this? Sorry, I didn't have my notifications. I was gone, It's understandable. Yes, a lot of people don't check World Anvil's main site notifications like that. Like, Discord is better, because it will actually ping your phone when you get a message. World Anvil's main site is just you have to go to it, and you have to go to your notifications. And if you're one of the people who have like over 100 notifications, I've heard some people have over 1,000 notifications. In that batch, there's going to be a little thing that says Wordigirl commented on your article, and then you could easily miss it. So I don't blame any of the people for not seeing. But that wasn't the most effective mode of communication on my part. That's all I'm saying. So instead, I'm going to try to do it better. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. Vesamasti says, would you say trying to use the World Anvil page to contact people caused Discord? But tink, yes. It was quite Discord, and then me seeing somebody responded to mine, and guess what? If you reply on your own article, but you don't reply to me, I'm not gonna get notified. So that's another thing. If you wrote an article and you go to your own article and you write a comment on your own article, but you don't reply under my comment, I still haven't seen those. I'm sure some people probably accidentally did that and I did not see their responses. And they might think I'm ignoring them, but I don't get notified if you don't reply to my reply. So yeah, mistakes were made and lessons were learned. We're going to try to do it 2.0 this time a little better. Hopefully, it will go smoother. I know it's not going to be perfect, still not going to be perfect, and I have no idea what's going to actually happen, but I at least know what happened last time, and I know what I'm going to try to do this time. And then next year, if I do it again, I will still have something to learn from this experience. Something that I should have done this time, or something that I shouldn't have done this time. But we're not going to find that out until it happens. So, yeah, great. Let's reload one more time and see what happens here. I still have one muted audio. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 is muted, 5 I downloaded, 6 I downloaded, here's 7, and 8 was yesterday. I'm going to download all of these to make sure, because if I download them immediately after they air, a lot of times it will be before the algorithm even sweeps through and figures out there's a copyright issue. So I just need to do better with immediately downloading my VODs after I stream. But a lot of times I can't, because once I shut off the stream, I'm out the door going to work. So, and then things are busy when I get back home. I don't download them immediately either. So I just thought this morning before I start streaming, let me download them. And then when I went on there, all of them had copyright mutes on them, and I got so annoyed. But yeah, hopefully, that's better. See, this is the thing that I was saying earlier. I don't think you were here. But yes, I could record also from OBS while I'm streaming. But yes, and I am using OBS. I really want to switch to something else. And I was planning on doing for a while, and I just have not gotten around to it. I've not gotten around to a lot of stuff because I'm quite busy. But this is the thing about recording while I'm streaming. That's going to take up a lot of my computer's memory. It's going to take up a lot of RAM, and it might crash my computer, because already sometimes I see that I look like I'm lagging on the monitor, and I feel like if I'm adding way too much stuff to that, and I like have screen sharing, and then I also have sometimes music, which I'm annoyed by, but yeah, sometimes music, and then I have something recording, and then like it's a lot to juggle, and I feel like it's just going to lag out, and the video might not be good quality. Like, I probably just need, I don't know, I might need to free up space on my computer, but my computer is quite good. But it's still, you will start to hear the fan because too much stuff is happening. Like, if you don't hear it, I hear it right now. The fan on my computer is because, for one, I'm trying to download videos off of Twitch at the same time while I'm actually streaming to Twitch. And then I also have my website up so that we can look at our World Anvil notifications. It's just a lot. So I just personally think that if I'm recording while I'm streaming, it just might not work. And I've also, when I try to play like Steam games sometimes, the whole stream just crashed. I had to start over and I had to go live again because the whole stream just crashed. Because the graphics were like too detailed or whatever. So I did have to like adjust the graphics to not be so detailed, so that it doesn't crash the stream. So that's why I feel like if I am recording, I will probably have to record them in extremely low quality in order for it not to crash. But we could try it, I guess. But it's just a lot. It's way more convenient to just, after the stream, download the VOD. But if it comes to that, it comes to that. But also, I don't want my YouTube uploads to be copyright struck either. Because I do know that sometimes when I upload to YouTube, then it tells what song was playing in the video. And if, I mean, I'm already not getting monetized, but if I was trying to get monetized on YouTube, if I was qualified to, then those particular videos might not qualify to be monetized because they contain copyright material, which is so annoying. Um, yeah, so even though I'm not monetized on it, I really don't care. It's just the fact that they are saying that I can't get monetized on it is annoying to me. Because I feel like I should just be able to have my videos and not worry about all that. But yeah, I'm just weird, I guess. Alright, so I have now downloaded all 8 videos and only 4 is still muted. So I'm thinking that I didn't appeal it. I probably appealed another one. So I will appeal this again. If I already did it, then it's okay. It doesn't hurt to submit it again. And we'll see what happens to it. And then this one that I am currently broadcasting should not be at risk at all of being copyright striked because I did not play any music today. So unless somehow the sound of my voice or someone laughing counts as a copyright strike, which it should not, I should be good for this one. So yeah, I'm about to go to work anyways, so I appreciate you guys stopping by the stream. Much love, God bless, much success, and have a happy time zone wherever you are. I know it's like 6 a.m. for me. I don't know where it is, what time it is where you guys are. But whatever you guys are planning to do, much success with it, and do take care of yourselves. Sending lots of love. Have a blessed one, and hopefully I can stream again soon. Tomorrow is Friday. Yes. I am going to stream, I guess, at a mystery time. I don't know when I'm going to start and when I'm going to end, and if I'm going to stream more than one time. I don't know. But I might stream, so do follow the channel if you want to be notified when I go live. So, once again, thanks so much. Have a blessed and happy days, and bye!